Hi, all. Dan here with your second ramblings in a week. I did say they're becoming more regular, and it's delivery week. And we had something special that I have enjoyed keeping secret. I wanted it to be a proper surprise. Despite it being the oldest bottle we've ever shared, our oldest whiskey we've ever shared, and being told that you should always tell people in advance so we can get more members, I wanted it to be a proper surprise. So, we have a 20-year-old Invergordon single grain Scotch whiskey, and it's been finished in Amarone barriques. So it spent 19 years in refill barrels, just old worn out ones that just slowly mellowed it, made it more subtle, took away the edges of it, and it left a really nice foundation, but there was something missing. It needed a little bit more on top, a little bit of a play. And for that I used Amarone casks from the trip last year. If you remember when I went to Valpolicella and I picked up some casks for us, this is what I was using it for. So these casks, they were emptied, and within a month they were in our warehouse in Scotland, and the whiskey was in it. As it's given it such a lovely colour. I couldn't believe the colour when we drew it. And the sweetness, I really like that fruitiness that comes from the Amarone, which is a very full-bodied red wine. How they make it is they dry the grapes for a number of months, which concentrates the flavours quite simply, and is also why Amarone is so expensive. We have a wine experience to pair with this bottle, our Somerton wine experience, which also comes from my trip last year to Valpolicella, where I picked up from an organic vineyard a Amarone, a Ripasso, and a Valpolicella Classico. The Classico is like your everyday drinker. The Amarone is a special one and can last 30 years in the bottle and just get better. And that is the one that, is so you can taste where the flavours come from for this whiskey. That's why I wanted to also bring the wine over. And for those who suggest that they don't drink Amarone too often because it's expensive, have a look for Ripasso. What they do is once they've squeezed the grapes for the first time, and then they ferment it to make Amarone, they add some Valpolicella Classico, a fresh wine, to that, I think they call it must, the leftovers. It still has juice in it, still has flavour, still has sweetness in it, and they ferment it again. That's why Ripasso is called baby Amarone, and is a much cheaper way to explore the Amarone style wines. Just as a little heads up, I learned that whilst I was out there. So yes, we have a wine experience from Valpolicella that will give you the flavours and understand what the cask has given to this whiskey. Now, away from that, a long time ago, it feels like, we had our last Somerton bottling, and I said after that we were going to upgrade our labels whenever we came round to doing another bottle. Hopefully you agree that we've done that. There's a little tweak Tom and I have been talking about, but I think we're pretty much there. Let me know what you think. Now, in the letter that you received, hopefully you saw that I'd like you to share your whiskey, and I'd like to reward you for doing it. That's also why you get 2 glasses. Whiskey is just better shared. It's the experience, the shared nature of the experience is a big part of whiskey, and that's something I want to focus on and get back to. So if you share your whiskey with a friend, our club bottle, or many friends, please send me a picture and I will send you a free dram to say thank you very much. And please let me know if you're happy for me to share them on social media, because I want to make our social media more social. So yes, and then the other bit you'll see in there is I dropped some stickers in. I thought that would be fun because I'd like to see, where would you put Somerton stickers? Share them in the Facebook group, Discord group, just send them to me. And yeah, I just thought that would be a little bit of fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your club bottle. Be aware, 56.1%. It's, there's some power behind that, but it also gives you a chance to add some water should you want to try what it's like at a lower ABV. Have a little play with it. Anyway, cheers.